with us from around the world. If you have any doubts or questions, or if you're yet to gather your own people around you, your parents, your children, your folks around, get them, ring them, call them, and get them for the Paramashivoham initiations that Swamiji has been constantly showering on each and every one of us. So please take a few moments to reach out to your people and make sure that all of them are logging in, tuning in to receive the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Yes. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared recently in one of the recent initiations that in order to raise ourselves to higher states of consciousness and to experience vertical time zones, we need to do some kind of spiritual practice. And there are two options. One is the tapas, where we sit and we, with whatever level of ferociousness we have with ourselves, we push ourselves into some spiritual practice in order to attempt to raise ourselves to higher states of consciousness. And the second way is attending the initiation from the Guru, where the Guru does everything for you and you just need to sit there and just remain awake, just remain in the state of awakeness. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also shared that actually when you do tapas, when you on your own do some spiritual practice, you will raise yourself, and it is possible to raise yourself to a certain degree, but experiencing the ultimate can only happen through initiation, where we get into the space of receptivity and we receive that initiation, that gift from Paramashiva, from the Guru, and that is how we can experience the ultimate. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is making it very easy for each and every one of us, and we are very blessed because of that. All we have to do is to sit during the initiation, just sit in the space of listening, listen to the powerful cognitions shared by Swamiji, by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and sit for the initiation with those cognitions and allow the whole process to happen and blossom within us. So like that, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is preparing us each day, literally every day, at least once a day. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is coming with an initiation, preparing us for attending, for sitting in the presence of him during the live Paramashivoham Level 3 program. So it is something that we should not miss, especially after what we have gone through in the last 2-3 years. It is an amazing blessing from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So realizing how lucky we are to have it so easily, having a Guru, an incarnation, avatar of Paramashiva, who can directly give the initiation, where all we have to do is to sit in the space of surrender, sit with devotion, with strong feeling connection, seeking with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to allow that massive and irreversible transformation to happen in each and every one of us. Each and every one of us do face problems in our day-to-day life, some situations which we keep experiencing and we want to free ourselves from. And that can only happen when we raise ourselves to higher and higher levels, which is what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is doing for us. So like we just mentioned, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is going to be live in very, very shortly. So stay tuned and get ready to experience today's initiation by Swamiji for the Paramashivoham Level 3. So again, encouraging each and every one to openly declare your intention to participate to Paramashivoham Level 3 by registering at kailasa.org/Paramashivoham.
Yes, and also a few of you have been have a message telling that you're having financial problems, or you're having some kind of health issues, or you're not able to manifest the time that is needed. So there is something that I wanted to share here, is that when Swamiji actually reveals these kind of power manifestations and the initiations, especially the initiations that we've been receiving, it is our decision whether we want to put our emphasis on the initiations that Swamiji is giving, or do we want to put the emphasis on the problems that we are having? Do you want to tell your problems how powerful your Guru is, or do you want to tell your Guru how powerful your problems are? And of course, we all know the answer. We want to tell our problems how powerful our Guru Swamiji is. So naturally, we just have to take the decision, the strong intention to actually make the intention in us more and more stronger, because it is only the intention that manifests everything as a reality. At this given point in time, we are not, if we are still looking at some problems, the problem is not any of that. The problem is that you have not made the intention in you more and more powerful. That is the only problem. So what you have to do at this given point in time is to make your intention strong. And how do you do that? You make an intention stronger when you take an action towards it. Let me give you a very simple example, especially when the new year starts. All of us take various kinds of resolutions. But have you ever wondered what are the resolutions that actually become a reality? Why some become a reality and some don't? It is because the resolutions or the intentions that you had towards which you took the action, only those manifested as a reality. That is exactly what we need to do at this given point in time. If it just sits as an idea in you, it is only an idea, it is no more an intention, it is just a kind of a fantasy or a desire, whatever you'd like to call, but it has not become an intention in you. When you take an action towards it, when you take responsibility for whatever you want, then it becomes an intention. So if you have the desire, if you want to really make the Paramashivoham a reality in your life, which I'm pretty sure all of us want to do, head over to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham. Register for the Paramashivoham right away. And if you have already registered, then start taking an action, the next step towards it. Whatever you have, for example, if you do not have time and you've been working in an office where you have to spend like a couple of hours, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day working for the people there, start planning now itself. Go over, start even at these given points in time, decide to manifest the power that Swamiji has initiated us into. Experience the space of oneness with Swamiji. Ask Swamiji to reveal to you in your third eye, Swamiji, what is that I need to do to manifest time in my life? Ask Swamiji for it. And when the answer happens, take the decision to manifest it immediately. Start looking into all the various dimensions with which you can experience Paramashivoham in your life, because it is only a strong intention that is backed by action that is going to manifest as a reality in our life. So once again, from this context, head over to kailasa.org/Paramashivoham and register yourself for the Paramashivoham level 3. We're going to be coming back together after a short break. And once again, I'd like to remind every one of you, in a few moments, we are going to have the live darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So make sure that you're calling and reaching out to as many people as possible to receive the darshan. Let us come back together after a short break.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. I guarantee you, I will reach you wherever you are. Be alive, somehow be alive for next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. It's my commitment to humanity. I'm going to empower, enlighten each and every one of you with the fuel and energy of the parallel universe. I'll infuse this intense supernal effulgence DNA, Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini Shakti into your spine to consciously lift you to Mahakailasa. It is irreversible permanent enlightenment, irreversible power manifestation, irreversible permanent empowerment. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside.
Nithyananda, everybody, welcome back. As we are preparing ourselves to receive the live initiation and the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, let us go over some of the excerpts from the previous webinars, the various powerful cognitions that Swamiji has shared and revealed to every one of us, as we can prepare ourselves to receive the darshan. Here, we're looking at some excerpts from the Decoding Time and Space webinar, where Swamiji shared the details and revelations about the time dimension. Swamiji revealed time in its three dimensions: linear, circular, and vertical. When it is understood, the mere understanding and conscious decision to use it is enough to get all the boons, blessings, powers, including enlightenment itself from Paramashiva. Time in the linear level, when you understand the time in linear motion, with your ideas about length, it is just a calendar. Morning, evening, next day, next week, next month, past day, past week, past month. Time understood in the dimension of length is just mere calendar. It can be 10,000 years in the past or 10,000 years in the future, but just a mere calendar, that's all. It can be used to document history. I'm pretty sure that all of us are able to understand this. It is pretty straightforward, what we use in our day-to-day lives. It is just a record keeping, a quantitative or a relative timing that we use to match the events that has happened in our life. The next is the time understood in the level of breadth. Little more than the level of length is Panchangam, where the idea of linear motion of time, the documentation of the calendar is substantiated and supported with the knowledge of how the stars move in the Bhumandala or how the stars are perceived in the Bhumandala. That is the understanding about time in the breadth level. The next is what Paramashiva reveals in the Vedas and Vedantic truths. The Vedas, the Vedanta, Agama and Agamanta, and all these four are evolved by Paramashiva directly. Understanding of time in the depth level is astrology. The movements of planets, Aditya Navagraha Devatas, Aditya Soma, Mangala, Buddha, Guru, Shukra and Sani, Rahu and Ketu.
These 9 grahas movement, 12 rashis, and their impact, the 28 nakshatras and their influence, and Indradi, Dasha, Bhalakas and their contributions, all this put together, when you understand time, it is understanding about the time in the depth level. That becomes the science called astrology. If you understand the time in the dimensions of time itself, like the inner image of time, it is a pure consciousness, a pure freedom. In the Vedantic Upanishads, Paramashiva gives clearly the inner image about time. What time feels about itself is absolute freedom.
So here, Swamiji revealed about experiencing time in the various dimensions: length, breadth, depth, and ultimately the time dimension itself, which is the absolute freedom. And as we all know, we have been receiving the initiations to actually experience these dimensions, not just as an intellectual understanding, but as an experience itself. And it is now time that we prepare ourselves to experience one more initiation, one more gift and darshan from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us all now sit straight with our head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Remember Swamiji in your third eye, and let us chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, as we enter into the meditation for the Bhava Samadhi Darshan.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
அதிமுடி காணாத அண்ணாமலை வருகவே நலம் தரும் வாழ்வருளும் நித்யானந்தனே இடமதி சூடி நீ வருக வருகவே அன்பின் வடிவமே ஆனந்த ஈஸ்வரே அண்டம் முழுதும் சிவாட்சி மலர வருகவே அடிமுடி காணாத அண்ணாமலை நாதனே தடைமுடி ஆண்டவனே அடியெடுத்து வருகவே கையிலை வாழும் எங்கள் கையிலை நாதனே கருணை வடிவே நீ வருக வருகவே நலம் தரும் வாழ்வருளும் நித்யானந்தனே இடமதி சூடி நீ வருக வருகவே
प्रशत्यशालिने रामो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे रामे कामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः
சனடி போற்றி சிவன் சேவடி போற்றி நேயத்தே நின்றடி மலனடி போற்றி ஆயப்பிறப்பருக்கும் மன்னனடி போற்றி சீரார் பெருந்துரையிடம் தேவனடி போற்றி ஆராத இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி ஈசனே சிந்தை கவலம் நேசனே நீ வருவாய் பூவோடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோ அருள் தருவாய் கலி என்னும் கடலினில் மூழ்கிட்டு நீ கரம் தந்து காத்திட்டு கருணை பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அலவத்மம் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய் அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் ஒடு கனிகளை கொண்டு பூஜித்தோ அருள் தருவாய் மெய்யினில் வில்வமும் நிறையார் கடல் நீர் குடியோடு தரிசனம் அருளவா செம்பொன் மாட சிற்றவைதனிலே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேனே வந்தும் புகழ் பெறும் நான் வரை நாயகா மதியனில் நிறைந்திடுவாய் மதி உணராதவர்க்கு மதி உணர் செய்திட வான்மழனே தேவா பாடிட சூழ்ந்திட புலித்தோலோடு நீ வருவாய் சுந்தரேசனே அண்ணாமலை உதித்த நித்யநந்தனே சித்து அச்சித்தெல்லாம் முன்னாலே இயக்கும் முன்னாலே உந்தன் கண்ணாலே சிகையில் அணிந்திட்ட மதியாலே மதியின் மொழியாலே தெளிந்திடும் வழியாலே ஜீவன் முக்தி பெற விழைந்தோமே உந்தன் திருவடியில் தொழுதோமே
Nithyananda, today is the 7th day of the main festival of the Rajarajeshwari Brahmotsavam. Devi Rajarajeshwari is a cosmic mother, Devi Paramashivoham herself. Devi Rajarajeshwari means the royal and the most supreme goddess. She is the most splendid form of the cosmic mother, the merciful and protecting cosmic energy. In the words of the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, there was a time when Paramashiva did not assume a body, but Devi Paramashiva Shakti assumed a body. That avatar, that incarnation, is Devi Rajarajeshwari. Shiva cannot be separated. Hence, Devi Rajarajeshwari is the embodiment of the union of Paramashiva Shakti and Paramashiva. Devi Rajarajeshwari is a focused form of all gods and goddesses. The sum total of all energies of the cosmos. She is care, love, mercy and grace intensified. Devi Rajarajeshwari is known as Avyaja Karunamurti, merciful without any reason. All rituals and homas conducted in Kailasa's Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam are personally micromanaged and officiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam himself, and these rituals are performed by his third eye awakened disciples. Let us now offer our worship to Devi Rajarajeshwari and seek her rays and Sinduraruna Vigraham Trinayanam Manikya Mauli Spurate Taranayaka Shekharam Smitamukhim Apina Vakshoruham Panibhyam Alipurna Ratna Chashakam Raktotpalam Hipadiim Saumyam Ratnaghatastha Rakta Charanam Paramambika. Om Dhurasi Dhurvadhurvantam Dhurvanayosman Dhurvaditam Dhurvayam Vayam Dhurvamastvam Devanamasi Sasnitamam Papritamam Jushtatamam Vanhitamam Devahutamam Ahritamasi Havirdanam Trigumhasvamahva Mitrasya Tvachakshusha Prekshirma Bhirma Samviktha Matwahigum Jishum. Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Srimad Rajarajeshwari Parabhattarikaye Namaha. Dhupamagrapayami. Om Uddipya Svajatavedopagnirirtimama Pasugashya Makhyamavahajivanam Chadishodusha Manohigum Sirjatavedogamashvam Purusham Jagate Abhibhradagnaagahi Sriyama Paripataya. Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Srimad Rajarajeshwari Parabhattarikaye Namaha. एकहार्तदीपं सन्दर्शयामि। अथ नैवेद्यम् ॐ मधुवातारणायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्णः सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवपुम्रजः मधुद्योरस्तु नः पिता मधुमानो वनस्पतिर्मधुवागुमस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु मधु मधु। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति श्रीमद् राजराजेश्वरी पराभट्टारिकायै नमः। अमृतं महानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि। ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातने गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्थपरित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति श्रीमद् राजराजेश्वरी पराभट्टारिकायै नमः। कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि। रक्षां धारयामि। त्वदन्यः पाणिभ्याम् अभयवरदो दैवतगणाः त्वमेका नैवासि प्रकटितवराभीत्यभिनया भयात्रातुं दातुं फलमपि च वाञ्छासमधिकम् शरण्ये लोकानां तव हि चरणामेव विपुनो हरिस्त्वामाराध्यां प्रणतजनसौभाग्यजननीं पुराणारी भूत्वा पुररिपुमपि क्षोभमनयते स्मरोऽपि त्वां नत्वा रतिनयनलेह्येन वपुषा मुनीनामप्यन्तप्रभवति हि मोहाय महताम् धनुः पौष्पं मौर्वी मधुपरमयी पञ्चविशिखाः वसन्तः सामन्तो मलयमरुदायोधमनयते तथाप्येकः सर्वं हिमगिरिसुताकामपि कृपाम् अपाङ्गार्ते लब्ध्वा जगदिदमनङ्गो विजयते मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्ये सर्वमङ्गलदात्रे नित्यानन्देश्वर्ये मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम्. Thank you for joining us for the 7th day celebrations of the Rajarajeshri Brahmotsavam. We invite you again tomorrow for the 8th day celebrations of this Brahmotsavam. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
बंद कर आंखों पे हर बाधा हटा कर सब दूर दूर जो है कह जाएंगे कि सब देखते रह जाएंगे। त्रिनेत्र जागरण जो इसे कहते हैं, कथाओं में जो सुनने को मिलते हैं, कहने में जो लगे नहीं इतना आसान चिल इतना भी नहीं मुश्किल। बात बनेगी संपूर्ति जब साथ है तो आओ, एक दीक्षा की तो बात है सारी दुनिया में मगर एक ही इंसान, उप्स नॉट इंसान ये है भगवान। जय 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 नित्यानंदा, जय शिव शंकर नित्यानंदा, जय 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 नित्यानंदा, जय शिव शंकर नित्यानंदा। नित्यानंदों शिवोहम नित्यानंदों सदा शिवोहम नित्यानंदों शिवोहम नित्यानंदों सदा शिवोहम। जय
ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தன் வந்து உதித்தான், வந்து உதித்தான். ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தன் வந்து உதித்தான்.
ஓம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வர பரமசிவ சமாரம்பாம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி பரமசிவ சக்தி மத்யமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சார்ய பர்யந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Message from Paramashiva, directly from Kailasa. Listen. Initiation into conscious cognitions and conscious initiation into conscious powers is directly delivering the conscious goods and powers of Mahakailasa to you. Listen. For example, last few days I am seeing not just hundreds, thousands all over the world experiencing the conscious power of Atmalinga standing erect on your palms, and for some it is even levitating, and for some not even in the palms, just in the floor. Matrembakeshwarananda, I saw multiple people, they keep the Atmalinga on the floor and it is standing. Listen, this kind of initiations is nothing but directly delivering the products from the vertical time zone like Swargaloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka. From that loka, I can deliver the products to you all because now the channel is open. Listen. Whoever has already manifested the power of Atmalinga standing in your palms or in front of you, get the Atmalinga and make it stand. Let it be there. You can keep in your palms. Even if you have not manifested, it's okay. Just keep the Atmalinga in your palms. Listen to these initiations intensely, because I'll directly bring the bioenergy of gods, goddesses, devatas, rishis, their DNA into you and awaken your DNA. So you will radiate the same powers, freedom, knowledge, energy, Shakti, Bhukti, Yukti, Mukti. So listen, when you are sitting with Atmalinga in your hand, palms are in front of you, Atmalinga fully standing, the connection between you and me is established. That inner net connection, not just 4G, 5G, it is Guruji. The inner net Guruji connection is established. Simply I can download the products, powers from the vertical time zone, Swargaloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka into you. Listen. The first fundamental power, powerful cognition, power and initiation. First, listen. Death does not take away anything from you. You don't need to logically convince yourself. Don't worry. I will go inside you now. Simply, I'll make this as your realization. You just listen. Sit with Atmalinga. Let the Atmalinga stand tall. Let the inner net, Guruji, be established. Listen. The beauty of Mahatripura Sundari initiation is she removes all delusion. She is too beautiful, too sweet, too compassionate, too motherly. She removes all delusions. So with this initiation, I'll start directly delivering the spiritual products of Kailasa, vertical time zones. Not just from Kailasa, from Swargaloka, from Mahaloka, from Tapoloka, from everywhere I'll start bringing and giving you guys. Your death does not take away anything from you. Listen. Your bioenergy has a clear blueprint of what all you achieved till your death. So when you move from one body to another body, immediately all the resources you had, everything is delivered to you immediately. It's much faster than U-Haul service. Nothing is cheated, nothing is denied, nothing is stolen, nothing is lost in the transition. So be assured, I have given you this assurance. I have given you this assurance. When I give this assurance, I myself will make sure it is done for you. Next. More and more you use your body, more and more you will have fulfillment with life. Listen. Listen to this very carefully. If you have attended the programs with me, Inner Awakening or Nithyanandoham, Shivoham, Sadashivoham, Paramashivoham, Mahasadashivoham, any program with me or Kumbh Mela, one thing you will find all program will be highly intense. 10 days what you do in your normal life, you will be doing it in one day. I tell you, that lifestyle, if you make that as a lifestyle, so many wonderful things will happen to you. Take up 20 projects. Do one part-time business. Do one part-time job. Take up one Sangha project very responsibly, Kailasa project, and deliver it. Take up something as your spiritual commitment to Kailasa. Like this, just take up multiple projects. If one is stuck in something, don't waste your time and life getting stuck in that. Do the another one. If that is stuck somewhere, till that is clear, do the another one. I have 100 projects in front of me, live. If one is stuck somewhere, I will not be keeping quiet. Immediately attending, let me attend to the next. Okay. We are working on expanding the Madurai SSJP, buying more properties around. So the negotiation is going on. That doesn't mean I will keep quiet. I'll be working on next Kashi SSJP. Come on. What happened? We were thinking of expanding it to the bigger level. Whatever originally belongs to Kashi SSJP, we lost it. A lot of things have been taken away. We are trying to buy them back. Paying money and buy them back. So I'll ask, what is going on there? Like this, 100 projects live will be in front of me. If one is stuck, I'll work on the another. If one is stuck, I'll work on the another. Whoever is involved, interested in this kind of a lifestyle, I keep them directly connected to me. I tell you, only people who are directly working with me are Kailasavasis. There are some dumbos, they don't even, for years, I have not even remembered their name, not had even one communication. Means, be very clear, assured, you are not part of Kailasa. You may be hanging around. If I am in communication with you directly, if I am giving you constantly instructions, and if you are part of my these 100 projects which I am managing every day, where you hear from me, be very clear, you are my Anga Devatas. There are some, they are there in the Kailasa, but no direct communication. Means you are in the Salokya, means Kailasa you are there. Salokya Mukti, but nothing more than that. If you are directly getting instructions from me, the team, the 100 projects team, then be very clear, you are verily part of me. I tell you, you also build your life like this. The residues, hangovers related to sex, sleep, food, all these three is one and the same. All these three will just evaporate. You will enjoy the real food, you will enjoy the real sleep, you will enjoy the real sex, but you will not be having the hangover. If you make yourself active, alive, pick up multiple projects without fear. If you attended any of my program, whether Shivoham, Nithyanandoham, Inner Awakening, or Sadashivoham, Mahasadashivoham, Paramashivoham, directly physically conducted by me, you would have seen 10 day what you do in your life, you will be doing in 1 day. That is the lifestyle. You should start making it as part of you. Understand? It is all about sitting for a few days and organizing yourself. The gadgets you need, the schedule you need, and courage you need, confidence you need. Just for a few days, you need to sit and organize. Maybe a week. But once you organize yourself, at least 25 projects. Decide you are a Paramashiva, so you have 25 heads. You should do at least 25 projects. In my case, I decided, I am Paramashiva, not just with 25 heads, 75 eyes, 50 hands. So I will do hundreds of projects. You guys start at least with 25 projects. Every day there should be minimum of 25 things to do. Don't try to cheat yourself. Oh, going to restroom, one project. Washing, that is another one project. Don't try to cheat yourself. A solid projects which will give the result with a 2 or 3 months end, which you will be able to complete it in next 60 days to 90 days. Like that, take up some 25 projects. This multi-dimensional activism will remove brain fog, stomach fog, the veil you put on yourself. Most of you have arrested yourself with your fears, destroyed your life with your selfishness. Extreme selfishness. That's the right thing. I'll use the word. Extreme selfishness. You think, oh, if I do all this Sangha work, I may not have time for this, my personal work. I tell you, do Sangha work, Kailasa work, you will see how much inner space expands and the kind of a training, understanding, everything you have. You will be so alive, so active. I have seen how the active parents make their kids' life amazing, and how criminally negligent parents make their kids' life hell. These criminally negligent parents teach the same cunningness to their kids. Oh, if you do this, you will be just exploited and taken for a ride and you won't have time for your personal things. Stupid. Stupid. My Bangaru Kutru, Ma Paramartha, she's an amazing multi-dimensional active person. Every project I give, she will have an update within next 24 hours. Same thing she is transmitting it to her child. That is why Swignana is rocking. Today, Suhanyana is one of the 100 people in the world who has mastered Panini. In the whole world, there are only 100 people maximum who mastered Panini. Means any sloka you ask from any chapter, they can repeat with the number. From 1 to all end, the whole 4000. Apart from that, even the crisscrossing, ask any chapter, just tell the number, he will repeat the sloka. Or you tell the sloka, he will tell the number. You tell one sloka, he will tell the before and after. You tell the number, 4th chapter, 7th verse. And then from there, he can repeat the whole thing. Or you can say that 4th chapter, tell me the 1st verse, 3rd verse, and 8th verse. You can ask anything. Yes, mastered. In the whole world, there are only less than 100 people who mastered Panini. In the whole Kailasa, there are only 2 people, me and him. I have mastered from the young age, and it is a power. It is just downloaded, and he was able to download, receive, and manifest just because the parents are active, unselfish. Active, multidimensional, unselfish, without cunningness, sacrificing, tyagi, mental setup people. Can receive the gifts I bring from Kailasa and radiate. I tell you, this active lifestyle takes away tons of sufferings. Having 25 projects, living it is the definition of my disciple. That's what is the meaning of having 25 heads. Paramashiva. At least each dimension does one project, moves. This, and constantly moving. If you are living in your home, in the 25, at least 5 should be related to your wealth generation. 5 can be your pleasure. What do you call as pleasure, excitement, joy? Your romance life. At least 5 should be your family and teamily related. And the remaining 10 should be related to Kailasa. Make this as a lifestyle. I tell you, I'll infuse Paramashivatva in your life. Infuse wealth, health, fulfillment. What you do normally in 10 days, make it as a 1 day life. In Kannada, there is a beautiful proverb. Kayakave Kailasa. Activism is Kailasa. Make the life active. Fundamentally, this 8 Kala Puja in temples, all these are made to keep people active. This 8 Kala Puja, 6 Kala Puja, all this. I tell you, any of our temples starts doing 8 Kala Puja a day, the whole people, the ecosystem connected to the temple will be flourishing because they will all learn this Paramashiva lifestyle. Ma Divyananda is putting a message. Nitya Divyananda. Yes, soft parents destroy the children. Hey Divyananda, soft parents destroy themselves and children and the whole ecosystem. Soft parents are criminals. The earlier they die, better for the planet Earth. The greatest blessing I received from my Paramashiva is amazing active gurus. I was actually brought up by my gurus. That's the truth. Let me be very clear. I was brought up by my gurus who were ruthless, merciful, compassionate, but ruthless. Absolutely compassionate, but extremely ferocious. Extremely ferocious, absolutely compassionate. Ma Nitya Shipra Prasadini Kananda is asking, Swamiji, how can I be part of one of your 100 projects? First, go to Adi Kailasa. Try to be part of Pranapriya's projects. If you stand that, then you can be part of my projects. I have a first circle, second circle, third circle, the prakarams, first prakaram, second prakaram, third prakaram. First join the 7th prakaram, working Pranapriya's projects. Then you can enter into 6th prakaram. Then you can plan to be part of my 100 projects. Otherwise, day one you will run away. I have seen all this great love for me, devotion for me, feeling connection get just, it just evaporates. One day working with me in one project. Because you are so well trained not just to cheat others, cheat yourself. Cheat yourself. Ma Divyananda is asking, is there a limit to the body's ability to go without sleep, Swamiji? Any sign for when the body should be given rest? See, listen. Go on doing exciting projects. At one time, automatically you will fall asleep. Allow that. Then when you wake up, again start. That's all. And simply body will fall into its own rhythm. Ma Shipra Prasad is again asking a question. Swamiji, how can I become more active and bring more activism in my life? Beat yourself. Don't expect very cute answers from me. Be straight. See yourself how you are hypocritical, cheating, cunning, selfish. And even this question you are asking more to get an attention. Because you are very happy I read your name. No. I'll terrorize you. Understand? I'll terrorize you. Because my gurus, extremely compassionate, absolutely ferocious. They put their whole life on me. They poured all their tapas on me. Never compromised. Heavy training on me. Listen. From morning till night, from sunrise to sunset, they will make me do Surya Namaskar. Same way, in their old age, some of them were 90, late 90s, they will walk 6-7 kilometers up the Arunachala hill to get some herbs to make aushadha for me to detox my body. They walking up and down Arunachala hill to get the herbs. It's 100 times more difficult than me doing Surya Namaskar from morning till night, sunrise to sunset. When I see their dedication, I never doubt their intention. When I don't doubt their intention, I just do what they say. I submit myself to their ferociousness. It was such fortunate relationship. Unfortunately, in those days, that the law of the land allowed kids to be brought up by gurus. There was no POXO. There was no such law that kids have to be only with the parents. Kids are brought up by the gurus. And I had the fortune, law of the land at those days supported, not now. Now in India that POXO law has come. A guru cannot tell the student. First of all, guru-disciple relationship is broken, and a guru cannot tell the student to do even Topkaranam or Surya Namaskaram more than 3 or 4. It will be considered as a torture and over. If a student or the student's parents complain to the police, over. Fortunately, I had the time where there was no POXO, amazing gurus and amazing parents who pushed me back to my gurus. Extremely loving parents, but absolutely clear and uncompromising. From sunrise to sunset, I would have done Surya Namaskar, which is roughly 11 hours. Tiruvannamalai, sunrise to sunset, usually 11 hours, because the sun setting will be little early because the sun sets behind the hill. So sunset will be little early. In Tiruvannamalai, it will be seen little early because the hill covers. So those days there is no question of following the watch. We have to follow the direction. If we can see the sun, then I have to start. If the sun is not seen anymore, then I have to stop. So sunrise to sunset, I would have done the Surya Namaskar. Literally, I will feel all my joints are separate and I am separate. My mother will tie the gunny bag, bits, to my knee, to my hands, everything. She knows how I will be feeling. I'll scream at her, throw tantrum. See, my Guru, he made me do this Surya Namaskar from sunrise to sunset. She will just keep quiet. Next day morning, early morning, 4:30, that's the time my Guru will come to pick me up for my training. She will come politely and wake me up as if nothing happened yesterday night. அண்ணா தாத்தா வந்துட்டாரு, காஃபி குடிக்க போலாமா? That's why she will wake me up. Means that Tata means Raghupati Yogi, my Guru, and he will take me and give me a cup of coffee first. There was a hotel, Udupi Hotel. Even now the hotel is there. That Udupi Hotel owner is the disciple of my Guru, Raghupati Yogi. So he will take me there and we both will have a cup of tea, cup of coffee, then start our yoga classes to temple. She will act as if nothing happened. Night I would have thrown tantrums, screamed at her. 10 times I would have divorced by my gurus. I would have used every known Tamil bad words to me, on my gurus, on my mother, on my father, on everyone. Next day morning, politely she will, Kanaya, Tata has come. Let's go for drinking coffee. She will not tell, let's go for the yoga. She will tell, wake up, let's go for the drinking coffee. As if he's going to give me coffee and make me sleep again, rest again. No. Coffee means over. Then I have to start again. From sunrise to sunset. I'll tell sometime, oh son, why are you coming? But I tell you, now even when I remember all this, feel so grateful to them. See, the greatest sacrifice a guru does is, even when you abuse him, he continues to keep quiet, waits patiently, secretly, and says, it's okay, all right, that is the way life is. And he comes back to you, knowing that you may abuse him again. That's a tyaga, sacrifice a guru does. I had that kind of amazing gurus. Fortunately, that kind of a legal system where the government has no right to interfere between guru-disciple relationship. I received every knowledge. Knowledge about body, mind, economy, herbs, medicines, even the knowledge about sex, everything I received from my gurus. Fortunately, at those days, law, society, ecosystem, above all, my parents, all were supportive. One of my guru, Mata Vibhudanandapuri Kuppammal, who brought me up, the main few people who collectively took the responsibility of me and worked almost 24/7 for me is Isakki Swami, Mata Vibhudanandapuri Kuppammal, Yogi Yoganandapuri Raghupati Yogi, Narayana Swami Tata, Tottakkara Tata, that's a nickname, Narayana Swami Pillai. These few people. Kuppammal will, in her old age, ripe old age, she will climb the hill, Arunachala hill, with just one walking stick to collect herbs for to make aushadha, to detox my body, and come back. When she comes back, I have seen thorns in her leg bleeding. But not only she will not complain, next day after feet are healed, after 2 or 3 days again she will go for next trip to collect the next set of herbs. Fortune. Best thing I had in my life is that kind of guru, legal, social ecosystem which did not interfere between guru and disciple. Above all, my parents were absolutely clear. My gurus are the decision makers in my life. Every time I remember their sacrifice, tyaga, sometimes morning when my guru comes to wake me up early morning 4:30 to take me for the yoga training, I will not even hold his hand. I will just keep my hands like this on my hip and walk. That is what you do now, blacking me. Same thing I used to do then. In those days, that old style of blacking the guru. Now in the modern day, the kids black in the Facebook and kids black in the social media. That is modern day way of blacking. The olden days way of blacking is, I will not give my hands, my fingers for my guru to hold. He will hold and walk usually, because early morning while you walk in the Tiruvannamalai streets, there will be stray dogs which will bark, and so he is overprotective of me, so he will hold my hand and walk. I will not give my hand for him to hold. I'll keep it in my hip to show that I am angry. And it is a torture. He is too demanding. So at that time, he will walk behind me, making sure I am safe. And I have seen their tyaga. I have seen their sacrifice. I have seen their love. I have seen how they poured their life into me. I tell you, that is why I am so grateful to that whole ecosystem. I wanted to revive that ecosystem, rebuild that ecosystem. All my extreme sacrifices is just to rebuild that ecosystem, revive that ecosystem. So whenever I remember the extreme sacrifice of my gurus, I know they made me. They are living through me. They are manifesting through me. It is just they. Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara. Manitya Priya Premananda is telling, having gurus like this is the real wealth. No. I tell you, having the parents like I had is the real wealth. I am here. I am replica of my gurus available. But you need to have a parents who make sure you are with me, and you need to have a legal and social ecosystem which does not interfere between you and me. The Kailasa is all about that. A legal and social spiritual ecosystem where no one can intervene between guru-disciple relationship. You can make the decision before you come and become part. Once you become part, no one can interfere between me and the disciples. I'll make it like a Vasishta Gurukul, where Dasaratha was not allowed to see Rama when Rama was in Gurukul. Dasaratha came all the way with the 10,000 cows as a gift to Vasishta, saying, I'll give the gift to you, Guru Dakshana, and just have Darshan, look on the Rajakumaras, Yuvarajas, Rama, Lakshmana, Bhadra, Bharata, Shatrugna, all the. Vasishta said, yes, great. 10,000 cows are very nice, useful for Gurukul. Leave it outside the Gurukul and go back. Dasaratha said, what? I am a king? How can you stop a king entering? Vasishta said, hey, you are a king of Ayodhya. This is forest, Vana, not your zone, not your area. It is Gurukul outside your territory. If you try to claim this is your territory, come on, let's have a war first. And surely Dasharatha knows he will be finished, killed in no time if he fights with Vasishta. Vasishta knows Brahmastra. Who is Dasharatha? Human being. Vasishta will finish him off with one Brahmastra. And simply Dasharatha, yes, yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord. And walks back. Even if the gurus, like my gurus, are available, it is the social, legal ecosystem and the parents who will not interfere between guru-disciple relationship. Mugdha is asking when the kids can go back to, she says, I wanted to know when can kids go back to their parents from Gurukul? I already told you how many kids you want to keep with you for your family, have that. Give birth to more kids just to send it to Gurukul without this question of when I can get my kids back. If you want 2 kids, have 2 for you. And then give birth to 2 more. Send them to Gurukul without the question when I can have them back. Let that be decided by Guru and disciple both. Once you give the child to the Gurukul, let the Guru and disciple, both of them, decide what to do further. Piyush Karche is asking, Swamiji, why these Yuga Siddha Gurus don't have Brahmastra Vidya? Fool, you think we don't have? What do you know about me? You are saying, oh, why this Yuga Siddha Gurus don't have Brahmastra Vidya? Fool. You don't know even about yourself. Why are you trying to get into the stupid zone of asking the questions about the gurus as if you know everything about the gurus? Let me continue with my initiation. Listen. All these great truths I am revealing, initiations I am revealing, I'll directly put it inside you. And manifest it in you. Mugdha is putting a question. Both husband and she has biological problems to have more kids. If you are honestly committing, go and commit to Paramashiva in Toronto, Kailasa. Kailasa, Toronto, that you will send the kids to the Gurukul if you are able to give birth. Commit to Paramashiva. Both of you will have a completely biological problems cleared and you will be able to give birth. Once those kids are born, don't think you can change your mind. They will simply walk to the Gurukul. With this clarity, go and commit to Paramashiva. He will heal you. He knows what to do. But basically, Mugdha, I know you, you are extremely hypocritical and cunning. So don't play this game with Paramashiva. Be careful about it. Multiple times I felt I am demanded and it is not possible for me to make it. I'll deny the Guru's tantrum. As I said, I'll put my hands on my hip and will not give my hands to my Guru to hold me and walk. He'll just walk behind me. By that time, 2, 3 stray dogs scream, shout, bark. The early morning darkness. I'll naturally run and hold my Guru's hand. That's all. All my Veera, tantrum, everything is only till few stray dogs barking in the night. Early morning, not night, early morning darkness. When they bark, I'll naturally run and he will hold me and he will even lift me. And that's all. My gurus defined what is life, what is goal of the life, what is purpose, what is right, what is wrong, what is sin, what is merit, everything for me. And fortunately, I might have thrown little tantrum, but I received the whole thing. Received the whole thing.
தக்கதிமி நடராஜா தோம் தோம் தக்கதிமி நடராஜா தக்க 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 நடராஜா தக்கதிமி தக்கஜும் நடராஜா தலாங்கு தக்கதிமி நடராஜா தோம் தக்கிட்ட தக்கதிமிதா தோம் தக்கிட்ட தக்கதிமிதா தக்கிட்ட தோம் தக்கிட்ட தோம் தக்கதிமி தக்கிட்ட தோம் தக்கிட்ட தோம் தக்கதிமி தோம் தக்கிட்ட தோம் தக்கிட்ட தக்கதிமி தோம் தக்கிட்ட தோம் தக்கிட்ட தக்கதிமிதா
ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு என்று இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தட்டதிமி தாளமொடு இல்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே இன்மைக்கும் ஈரேழு பிறவிக்கும் துயர் நீக்க பிறந்தோடி வருகின்ற யமயாலும் நடராஜா பயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒளியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க அண்டாண்டம் பிண்டாண்டம் அதில் ஆடிய கூத்தணி நாடலை பார்த்திடவே ஆண்டாண்டு காலமோடு மானிட கூட்டமும் ஏங்கியதே ஆடுகின்றான் ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான் திரைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு திரணனா திரணனா திரணா திரணா திரணனா திரணனா திரணா திரணா சரி சரி சனி சரி சனி சரி சனி சரி சரி மபனி சனி பப மரி சனி சரி சனி சரி சனி சரி சனி சரி சரி மபனி சனி பப மரி சனி திரணா 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 tajom takida takadimi tajom takida takadimi tajom takida takadimi tajom takida takadimi சிதம்பர திருசபையில் நயமுடன் ஆடிடும் நர்த்தனனே உமையாம்பிகை நாயகனே உன்னை பாடிட வந்தேனே நால்வர் புகழ் பாடும் ஆடிய பாதத்தை நான் தொழ வேண்டும் அடியார்க்கும் அடியோனே அண்ட சராசரனே உடுக்கை ஒலிதனிலே இருமொழியை தந்திட்ட தாண்டவனே முதல் மொழி தமிழ் மொழியாய் மறுபுறம் வடமொழி உயிர் மொழியாய் மதி மாறாமல் மனம் போகாமல் விதி சேராமல் உன்னை பற்றிடுவேன் 64 கலை கட்டிடவே அருள் புரிந்திடு எம் அம்பல தரசே அச்சை அல்ல நீ அச்சம் நீக்கவே அண்டம் வந்த என் அம்பலவாணனே நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான் ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தட்டதிமி தாளமொடு இல்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே பயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒளியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க
நினை
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯನಂತನೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಸತ್ಯವೇಂತನೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ தாங்கிடும் தாயாகி வந்தாய் ஐயா தானெனும் அகங்காரம் துடைத்தாய் ஐயா எங்கிடும் உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் இதம் தரும் தூயவனே எங்கிடும் உயிர்க்கெல்லாம் இதம் தரும் தூயவனே உங்கிடும் நலம் கூட்ட வந்தாய் ஐயா நல்ல ஒளிதனை வாழ்க்கையிலே தந்தாய் ஐயா நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த நினைவெல்லாம் நித்யானந்தம் நித்யா நினைவெல்லாம் நித்யானந்தம் தவறேதும் நான் செய்யும் போதினிலே தந்தை போல் தடுத்தாளும் புனதருளே நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த தவறேதும் நான் செய்யும் போதினிலே தந்தை போல் தடுத்தாளும் புனதருளே கவலைகள் எமக்கில்லை காப்பது நின் கடனே கவலைகள் எமக்கில்லை காப்பதும் நின் கடனே பவவினை உமை கண்டு ஓடுமையா நல்ல பலன் யாவும் எமை வந்து சேருமையா நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த நினைவெல்லாம் நித்யானந்தம் நினைவெல்லாம் நித்யானந்தம் நித்யா நினைவெல்லாம் நித்யானந்தம் உன்னை எண்ணிடும் போதெல்லாம் பேரானந்தம் எண்ணிடும் போதெல்லாம் பேரானந்தம் நித்யானந்தா 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 நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த நித்யனந்தனே நித்யானந்த சத்யவேந்தனே நித்யானந்த
அன்ன வாழ்க்கை வாழ்ந்து பார்க்கணும் அட வாழ்ந்துதான் ஆன்மீகத்தை அனுபவிக்கணும் அன்ன வாழ்க்கை வாழ்ந்து பார்க்கணும் அட வாழ்ந்துதான் ஆன்மீகத்தை அனுபவிக்கணும் சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும் ஞானம் முந்தா கூடி விடும் சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும் ஞானம் முந்தா கூடி விடும் நித்யானந்த சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம்
நித்யானந்த சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம் பக்தியுடன் பாடிடும் பிரார்த்தனையும் சோஸ்திரம் நித்யனவன் காலடியில் கொண்டு நம்ம சேர்த்திடும் பக்தியுடன் பாடிடும் பிரார்த்தனையும் சோஸ்திரம் நித்யனவன் காலடியில் கொண்டு நம்ம சேர்த்திடும்
செய்யும் அந்த தியானம் அது சித்தம் தெளிவாக்கிடும். சித்தம் தெளிவாக அது தெய்வீகத்தை கூட்டிடும். செய்யும் அந்த தியானம் அது சித்தம் தெளிவாக்கிடும். சித்தம் தெளிவாக அது தெய்வீகத்தை கூட்டிடும். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும், ஞானமும் தான் கூடிவிடும். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும், ஞானமும் தான் கூடிவிடும். நித்யானந்தன் சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம். நித்யானந்தன் சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம். சிலிர்த்திடும் சொந்தமாக்க எண்ணி விட சேர்ந்திடாம ஓடிடும். தென்றலாக வீசிடும் தேகந்தா சிலிர்த்திடும் சொந்தமாக்க எண்ணி விட சேர்ந்திடாம ஓடிடும். கைகளும் துறக்க அது கனிவுடனே நிறைஞ்சிடும். இதயத்துக்குள்ள இனிதாக வரும் ஆனந்தம். கைகளும் துறக்க அது கனிவுடனே நிறைஞ்சிடும். இதயத்துக்குள்ள இனிதாக வரும் ஆனந்தம். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும், ஞானமும் தான் கூடிவிடும். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும், ஞானமும் தான் கூடிவிடும். நித்யானந்த சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம். நித்யானந்த சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம். என்பதும் நரகலோகம் என்பதும் வெளியில் தானே உள்ளதுன்னு வீணாகத்தான் தேடினோம். சொர்க்கலோகம் என்பதும் நரகலோகம் என்பதும் வெளியில் தானே உள்ளதுன்னு வீணாகத்தான் தேடினோம். கொண்ட எண்ணம் தானே அந்த நிலைய நமக்கு காட்டிடும். எண்ணம் தெளிவாக மன சொர்க்க வாழ்வை கண்டிடும். கொண்ட எண்ணம் தானே அந்த நிலைய நமக்கு காட்டிடும். எண்ணம் தெளிவாக மன சொர்க்க வாழ்வை கண்டிடும். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும், ஞானமும் தான் கூடிவிடும். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும், ஞானமும் தான் கூடிவிடும். நித்யானந்தன் சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம். நித்யானந்த சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம். சோகமாக்கிடும் ஆழ்ந்து செயல் செய்ய அது மாயமா மறைஞ்சிடும். வளருகின்ற எண்ணமோ வாழ்வ சோகமாக்கிடும். ஆழ்ந்து செயல் செய்ய அது மாயமா மறைஞ்சிடும். மீண்டும் உருவாகும் அந்த சக்தி தன்னை தீர்த்திடும். என்ன மறைந்தோட அது ஆன்மீகத்தில் சேர்த்திடும். மீண்டும் உருவாகும் அந்த சக்தி தன்னை தீர்த்திடும். என்ன மறைந்தோட அது ஆன்மீகத்தில் சேர்த்திடும். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும், ஞானமும் தான் கூடிவிடும். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும், ஞானமும் தான் கூடிவிடும். நித்யானந்தன் சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம். நித்யானந்த சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம். வாழ்க்கையும் இறக்கம் கண்ட போதும் மனம் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளும் பக்குவத்தை பாங்குடனே கொள்ளணும். ஏற்றமான வாழ்க்கையும் இறக்கம் கண்ட போதும் மனம் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளும் பக்குவத்தை பாங்குடனே கொள்ளணும். மாற்றங்களை தாங்க மனம் பெரும் தவிப்பு தவிச்சிடும். உள்ள மத ஏற்க அங்கு பரவசமும் நிறைஞ்சிடும். மற்றங்களை தாங்க மனம் பெரும் தவிப்பு தவிச்சிடும். உள்ள மத ஏற்க அங்கு பரவசமும் நிறைஞ்சிடும். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும் ஞானமும் தான் கூடி விடும். சக்தி எல்லாம் தேடி வரும் ஞானமும் தான் கூடி விடும். நித்யானந்தன் சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம். நித்யானந்த சொன்ன சூத்திரம் அது எல்லாமே எங்களுக்கு வேத சாஸ்திரம்.
ஸ்வர்ண சூரிய
नमो भगवते नित्यानन्दाय 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 भवन्तं सम्पूज्य जीवन्मुक्तिं प्राप्य कृतज्ञतापूर्णं भजाम्यहं नित्यं भवन्तं सम्पूज्य जीवन्मुक्तिं प्राप्य कृतज्ञतापूर्णं भजाम्यहं नित्यं नमो भगवते नित्यानन्दाय नमो भगवते नित्यानन्दाय नमो भगवते नित्यानन्दाय
Om. 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 As a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I bless you all. Let Paramashiva manifest all the best things in our lives. Ecosystem to manifest all these initiations and enlightenment is showering on us. Let all these initiations and enlightenment, spiritual products from vertical time zone, from Maha Kailasa, manifest as reality in our lives. Om, 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 Om. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddha-Advaita Saivam Paramadvaitam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.